Preparing lesson plans is kind of boring, isn't it? At least that's what I think. Not to mention that we teachers are always busy and we don't always have time for that. But hey, calm down because it's not as hard as it seems, really. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a lesson plan that's really easy, simple, and quick. And that works for all stages of schooling, already aligned with the BNCC. So, if you want to learn how to do this, stay with me until the end of the video, because throughout the video, I'm going to give you 2 extra tips that will definitely help you a lot. So let's get to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to JO Illustrata. My name is Paolo, I'm a geography teacher, and let's get to the video. Well, I'm not going to waste your time here talking about what a lesson plan is or how important it is, because you already know that, right? If you've made it this far, it's because you want to learn how to make a lesson plan, what elements can't be left out, what the structure is, that kind of thing. So let's get straight to the video and I'll teach you all of that, okay? In a very quick and straightforward way. Well, the first thing you need to know is that there are several lesson plan models, different structures, and various formats. So it's always a good idea to go to your school's administration and ask for a template to find out what format they require. What I'm going to share with you here then is a kind of basic framework, a structure with the main topics that every lesson plan should include, already aligned with the BNCC. Usually, lesson plans don't differ much from the structure I'm going to share with you here. Well, the first mandatory information that your lesson plan should include are the header details, such as the teacher's name, the school's name, the date, the class, and also the subject area. After entering this information, you need to include 3 other topics that are essential in every lesson plan, which are, first, the theme, which would be the central topic of your lesson, the content areas, which are basically the content you intend to work on during your lesson from a broader perspective. And finally, the dreaded skills, right? The BNCC codes. I myself struggle a lot with this. And that's where the first tip I promise comes in, which is this. If you don't want to keep struggling to prepare lesson plans, there's a paid lesson plan option that I always recommend here to my audience. It's a very affordable price, and it really makes our lives easier, because it already comes with fully prepared annual lesson plans, including activities. For those lesson plans, and they have them for all stages of schooling, from early childhood education to elementary school, just not for high school. At the time this video was recorded, it was going for 57 rays, which is a bargain compared to how much this will help us in our daily lives. But if you're a fighter and want to do it on your own, let's keep going with our video. An important tip for you is that the topics, content areas, and skills are usually found in the teacher's guide. So it's always good to take a look there, okay? The next topics are overall objective, specific objectives, and procedures. Regarding the general and specific objectives, in the first one, you should state the overall objective of that lesson. In the second, the smaller parallel objectives. And regarding that, here's an extra tip for you, all right? In the general and specific objectives, it's always very important for you to start with verbs in the infinitive, such as, for example, to understand, to identify, to recognize, to develop, and so on. The procedures are also quite simple. They are basically the steps your class will go through. For example, you can say that you will start by showing a movie, then follow up with reading a text, and finish with completing tasks or activities. Here, obviously, in a very summarized way. Then you can add more details as you see fit. Finally, we have our last 3 topics here, which are teaching resources, assessment, and bibliographic references. Teaching resources, you will need to list all the resources you will use in your lessons. For example, chalkboard, chalk, textbook, projector, and so on. Assessment, obviously, is how you will assess your class. And in the references, include all the material you use to prepare your lesson plan. And here comes a second bonus tip I promised. On Canva, you know Canva, right? There are some ready-made lesson plan templates that you can access. Choose the one you think is best and edit it according to your needs. This is definitely a big help, and they're all completely free. The link to all the materials mentioned in the video is here in the description, just below. I'll also leave this template we created together in Word format in case you want to download it. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a like, as it really helps. Thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.